Hi, my name is Mina. I'm in grade 12 and I'm 17 years old, and this is my story. So for a long time, I knew about Jesus, and I also knew about the Bible and who he was. I grew up in a Christian home, and I also went to a Christian church. Except I never really understood what was God's love. I think a lot of how I saw God was influenced to how I saw my earthly father. Like when my dad wasn't there for me or when he left, I felt like God left me or I could no longer trust or depend on him. Things started to go downhill last year. It was a year of a lot of darkness, panic attacks. Like at school, I would freak out and I always felt anxious, and there was even a point of time where an ambulance had to come and get me. I felt like that year was a period of a lot of regret and also a lot of depression. I would start to look to earthly and secular things to find this love or to find this comfort. For example, I was looking for acceptance in boys. Like if my father never said I was beautiful, then maybe a guy will. I also tried to look for acceptance in perfection in school, have good grades, become the perfect student. But I felt like I could never really attain that, and soon my life started to become like a swing. Like if I could never become perfect, then I would start to rebel and I would start to go against everyone, and when that wasn't good, I would propel back to trying to become perfect again. And it was just a vicious cycle all through last year. The day where all of that stopped was June 14. I was at Power to Change in the summer for Toronto Project, and that was where I met Pastor Jay, and he basically showed me and showered me with a lot of love from a father figure. From that day on, I started to see God in a new light, depend more on him and to really look to him, because God says, "Seek ye the kingdom first, and all things shall be given unto you." Starting this year, actually, I began to deepen my relationship with God, and I began to learn about him personally. And by finding this love in God, I no longer depend on moral standings or guys or my school. I still sometimes have a little bit of habits, but all of it is really nothing compared to the love I can find in Christ. My goal now is just to love him everything I can. And once you love God, you can love your neighbors as well. And I began to no longer harbor hatred towards people who did me wrong. I no longer wished evil among people. And I really began to love people who hurt me, especially my dad. And up to this day, I'm still learning to forgive and also just love him just like how God loved me. Yeah. My name is Mina, and that was my story.
Yeah.